This week, while people are protesting to end Viktor Orban's rule, a party's being thrown in his honor. We have the third edition of CPAC Hungary in Budapest. CPAC Hungary started in 2022, and it was immediately the go-to event of the global far right. It is where Viktor Orban laid down his 12 points for conservative success, which included, critically, making friends and building communities. And CPAC Hungary acts as the meeting place for both ideologues and the fundraising they need to advance. So who is going this year? Giving the keynote, of course, we have Viktor Orban himself, the man who is the leader of Fidesz, Prime Minister of Hungary, and the oldest man to have a 12-year-old's haircut. We have Irakli Kobakidze, the Prime Minister of Georgia, who is right now facing massive protests in his attempts to criminalize the NGOs in his country by declaring them all foreign agents if they receive 20% of their funding from foreign sources, including foreign grandmas. We have Geert Wilders, the leader of the Dutch Party for Freedom, who recently came first in Dutch elections but failed catastrophically to become Prime Minister. We have the leader of Vlaams Belang, a far-right Flemish party which is just steeped in rampant racism, Tom van Grieken. We have far-right presidential candidate from Chile, Jose Antonio Cast. We have Jorge Buzade, MEP from Vox in Spain, a far-right fascist party. We have the disgraced Janez Janša from Slovenia, who was the former prime minister recently found to be taking money from the Russian government in the Voice of Europe scandal. We have Israeli Minister Amichai Chikli, the Diaspora Affairs Minister who hates the diaspora. We have Matt Schlapp, the president of CPAC. We have Miklos Santo, the Director General of the Center for Fundamental Rights. We have Istvan Kovacs, the Director of Strategy for the Center for Fundamental Rights. And Peter Torski. We have the leader of Spain's Vox, Santiago Abascal. We have U.S. Senator from Oklahoma, Markwayne Mullin, a arch-Trumper and election denier. We have Keith Self, Congressman from Texas, and also Living Skeleton. We have Andy Harris, Congressman from Virginia and Deep Trumper. We have the Israeli Minister for Intelligence, Gila Gamliel. We have the President of New York Young Republicans, Gavin Wax. We have influencer Jack Posobiec, a conspiracy theorist. We have Trump's former Strategic Communications Director, Mercedes Schlapp. We have Eva Volodingerbroek, a far-right influencer and fascist. We have former presidential candidate Rex Santorum, the only one here who has a sex act named after them. We have former Australian Prime Minister Tony Abbott. We have Ryszard Czarnecki, MEP from PIS, the Law and Justice Party in Poland. We have Colombian Senator and far-right activist Maria Fernanda Cabal. We have Trump former Acting Attorney General Matthew Whitaker. And leader of Vox's think tank, Jorge Martin Frias. We have Fox News correspondent Sarah Carter. Vice President of the European Conservatives and Reformist Party, as in Giorgia Meloni's party group in the European party structure, Radoslaw Vogel. MEP from Poland's Law and Justice Party, Patrick Jaki. Member of the Polish Gem, Janusz Kowalski, who is leader of a conservative Christian nationalist party. Sovereign Poland, who split off from Law and Justice for not being radical enough or caring enough about their far-right Christian nationalist views. Hans-Jörg Maaßen, the leader of the party Values Union in Germany, a party that likes to describe itself as the middle ground between the CDU-CSU and the AfD, because that's a position you want to hold, right? Hungarian MEP from Fidesz, Erno Sala-Baros. Harold Vilimsky from Austria's Freedom Party of Austria. The FPÖ was founded by literal SS members, and it counts itself among the Identity and Democracy ID group. It's led by Herbert Kickl, who has currently been in the lead in the Austrian polls to become chancellor, as in the first fascist chancellor of Austria, for the last year. Fabrice Laguirre, the former director of Frontex, as in the EU's Migration Bureau, who has become a far-right darling since he's retired. The leader of the Conservative People's Party in Estonia, Martin Helm. The founder of CPAC Mexico. Yes, they have a Mexico branch too. It's awful, isn't it? Eduardo Verastugui. President of Moms for America, Kimberly Fletcher, a January 6th truther and election denier and lover of Donald Trump. President of the RMDSZ, Hunar Kelemen. The Democratic Alliance of Hungarians in Romania is a longtime ally to Viktor Orban's Fidesz. Christian Foro, the national president of the Hungarian Association. Laszlo Berenzovic, the president of the Hungarian Cultural Association of Transcarpathia. Balint Pastor, the president and parliamentary group leader of the Hungarian Association of Vojvodina. far-right TV star and commentator Steffi Deary, and far-right propagandist reporter Daniel Bohar. CPAC is one of the most important pillars of the global right-wing movement that is happening. It is a nationalist international, and they are quite clear that their goals and their success is based upon their coordination together. It seems bizarre to have a bunch of nationalists working together, but this is what they've learned from the past. Hungarians, if you're out there, form a counter-protest. Try to shut the event down. It's important that these people are not allowed to meet in peace. And if you can and you like this content, please repost, share, like, do all the interactions possible. It helps people see it, and if more people are not aware of this, then they will continue to have freedom to organize and fundraise unlimited. That is how they succeed when they're allowed to plan in the dark. Thank you.